Hi all, and welcome to the Actions tutorial. This tutorial covers all about action. There are 3 different types of actions: action to link your project pages to each other, so you can navigate between them; action to send a signal; and action to generate an Excel file using the existing template. First of all, open your SAP Platform Editor. In this example, I have 3 existing pages in my project. The home page contains 3 buttons, each one will open a specific page. At the bottom of my editor screen, the taskbar shows the 4 open pages. The home page is the active one, the Contact Us page, the About Us page, and the last one is the Help page. The first step in this part is creating action. To create action, click on Plant Floor SCADA tab. Click on Actions tab. You may then click the plus button. And this brings up a dialog with 3 options. We have got user interaction. We can add edge signaling or snapshots in addition to the action name field. In our case, opening a page is user interaction, so click on the small arrow before the user interaction text to expand the node. Or to speed up your workflow, double-click on the text itself. The open screen action appears, select it, and then click on OK at the bottom of the dialog. We get a new dialog displayed giving you the chance to. We can enter an action name, let's call it open_contact us. At the bottom we can specify a description for this action, for example, this action will open the Contact Us page. Then enter a name for the catalog field, let's say, Home Actions Catalog field helps you to organize your data in the data grid control. Change the expected duration. Set this time, to determine for how long you want this page still opened. Delay to execute, represents the delay between the time the action has been triggered and the time it is activated. For now, I will leave the default zeros. And here you can select your page you want to open, click the drop-down menu to select which page you want to open when the button is clicked. And then click OK to save, and the first step finished. The second step is to link your button to this action. So, go back to GUI Navigator tab, under the Plant Floor SCADA tab. Open the Properties window by pressing the shortcuts, Ctrl+G. Select the button you want to link, in our case it's the Contact Us button. And then go to the search box and enter Action to filter all properties related to Action properties. Double-click the field next to Action to execute /cancel, button label, to open the Actions Options drop-down menu. Now this gives you a list of all available actions you have. Select your action, and click Enter to finish the second step. In this way you have linked your page to the defined action, therefore when you run your application and click Contact Us button, the Contact Us page opens. In this part, I am going to show you how to generate Excel files automatically. For example, during your production process, you may want to generate weekly or monthly reports that have an Excel format. SAP Platform is here to support and help you generate Excel files in the way you want. This type of action helps you to generate 2 types of reports: direct cell report and tabular report. The tabular report means every set of values need a new row. Let's begin with the direct cell report. We use this kind of report in case of new values should be in the same cell every time. In this case, we have to specify for every value, the row, and the column. For example, we want to generate this report with 1 value for temperature, 1 for pressure, and 1 for humidity with the following format. So, let's begin with opening SAP Editor. Follow the same steps in part 1. but instead of selecting User Interaction, expand the Snapshots node. Then select the snapshot action and then click OK. A dialog containing two tabs appears. Click the Report Listing tab to link every tag to the cell that should be inside. Let's try to make our example. Click the plus button to add a new row for the temperature information. In the first column, double-click the cell. A drop-down menu appears containing all the available tags. Select the temperature tag, for example this one, and click Enter. For the second column, double-click the cell to open the edit mode, and enter the letter A, as the temperature value should be in the cell A1. For the row number column, enter the number 1. And continue with the same concept for the two other values. So, click the Add button again to add a new row for the second cell, which is the pressure. Select the pressure tag. I'm going to choose this one. For the column value, this time, enter the letter B, and the pressure is in the second row, so in the row number column, enter 2. Same thing for the humidity information. Note that you can delete a row using the Delete button, the one with the red X icon. I will return the humidity back. Now back to the first tab. Name for your action, let's call it Generating Report. Description if you want. Change the expected duration set this time, to determine for how long you want this page still opened. Delay to execute, represents the delay between the time the action has been triggered and the time it is activated. Template path, this means where is your report template? Example, C, User, Desktop. Target folder, where do you want to put your generated file? For example, C, User, Desktop, Generated File. File name suffix, click the drop-down menu arrow, 3 options appear. Now I will select Add Date and the file name starts with the generation date. Same concept for file name, suffix, tag. Starting row, this field is used for tabular reports only. And then click OK to save your changes. The generated Excel file will be created in the CSOP name reports file name, XLSX. Now let's talk about the second type, which is tabular report. In the case of a tabular report, we create a new row every time we get a set of new values. For tabular reports, make the same steps but, in the General tab, select Tabular instead of Direct Cell option, and In the Report Listing tab, leave the row number column empty. And do not forget to enter the starting row. Now after we saw all the different points between the three types of actions, it's time to see the common point between them. After you add an action, it appears in the grid control. In case you made a mistake or you want to make sure that everything is correct, you can easily see your action details again, by clicking the Edit button, and the Edit dialog displayed, where you can go ahead and make your changes. Let's change the action name, for example, Action 2. And then click OK to save your changes. When we have done that, we can see all changes we have made. The grid control contains also a button to delete. The delete button looks like a big red X icon. To delete an action, click it, and then click delete. Be careful, this button deletes data permanently from your grid.